I'm working for 11 years as a waiter. Then, parang sabi ko, ganito na lang ba ako for forever? So I decided, Anna, can we move? So it's a big jump from America going back to the Philippines. Yung tito kong nag-petition sa amin. Kauna yung sinabi, you're going back to the poor country and you're not gonna make it. And you wanna be a businessman in the Philippines, you're not gonna make it. So, yun yung yung fire, alam mo yung fire. So I'm so thankful kung hindi niya ako inignite yung fire na yon. I don't know, siguro I will not push so hard to make it like this.
Oh. And Eric started with real estate, and for 1 year, we didn't have any success. Zero success.
Actually, we got wiped out. So, ano bang gagawin natin? We failed in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So, do we need to move
Come back
against America?
Exactly.
Pero it's embarrassing, di ba? Kumbaga, nasa States ka, tapos bumalik ka dito, sasabihan ka ng tito mo na you're not gonna succeed. So, ibig sabihin, tanggapin mo na you're a failure. Laging may magasabing you cannot do it. So, it's up to you how you gonna react. And I believe if you react on the right way, that will make the difference.
You can control how you react, not how the other people react.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Love University Podcast, and I'm with my good friends, Eric
Hi, everyone.
and Anna.
Hi.
And we're here in the beautiful Torres Farm.
Yes, thank you for visiting.
We're so happy to be here. The happiest place is
Cavite.
Cavite. We'll focus on Torres Farm today because we had a tour yesterday. So how would you describe Torres Farm to those who haven't been here?
Yes. Ladies first.
Torres Farm is mostly it's a resort, and also it's a farm.
This is the place where you can tour around the world, and we have almost 40 different attractions here, from Great Wall of China, Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty. So it's like
You name it.
coming here. If you don't have any budget to go to different countries, this is the best place.
But how about you? Who are you as a couple? Do you have how many kids? Please introduce yourselves. Not as business people, but Eric and Anna as a couple.
I think like we're more YouTuber, but at the same time entrepreneur, and we are the family of 6, so we have 4 kids. We have a lot of dogs and cats.
I can't count now.
Yeah. Most of all, we are interracial couple. In our YouTube channel, we talk about how we survive. Like I'm from Russia, and Eric from the Philippines.
But you met not here, right?
We met in
America.
US.
In America.
Yes.
You went there for work.
Me, I migrated there kasi na-approve yung petition ng tita ko. So, nandun kami for good. And Anna is for...
I was a
school.
student, so
were a student.
I was an international student when I met him, and then I come back there to study again, and that's when we continue our relationship.
So how many years have you been together now?
We are 18, so yeah,
18.
18 is total.
Including the relationship?
Yeah.
Yes.
Including the
Kinakabahan ako, baka magkamali.
Pag couples retreat, yung mga ano.
Okay.
retreat.
17, 18, okay.
But I wanted to focus really on what Eric shared to us yesterday na daming nagduda.
Yes.
Was it hard to work when people are doubting you? Or have you had experiences of self-doubt instead?
Actually, nag-start yun nung nasa States kami. So, I'm working for 11 years as a waiter. Then, parang sabi ko, ganito na lang ba ako for forever? I graduate in a good school in the Philippines, pero waiter for 11 years. So, I decided, Anna, can we move? So, it's a big jump from America going back to the Philippines. So, for years, convincing her, okay na siya. Kasi parang, okay, we're family, we need to stick together. So, nung yung tito kong nag-petition sa amin, kauna yung sinabi, you're going back to the poor country and you're not gonna make it. And you wanna be a businessman in the Philippines, you're not gonna make it. So, yun yung yung fire, alam mo yung fire na,
Ignite.
yes, oo. So, I'm so thankful kung hindi niya ako inignite yung fire na yon. I don't know, siguro I will not push so hard
To make
to make it
possible.
like this.
Oh.
Yes. Oo.
Pero can I add there, like when we were in US, so we decided that was the decision for both of us that we're gonna start a business. So our biggest, I think, investment was the Robert Kiyosaki workshop, like
Oh,
Yes,
you
the
attended
Rich
it's
Dad,
like
something
Poor
a
Dad.
Rich Dad
together.
Poor Dad. Yeah, we did it together, and that's the time we realized we are so far from what we want to be.
Mm.
Like the good thing about all those podcasts and self-development courses and anything like that, leadership training, and you realizing things that you don't have.
Mhm.
But it doesn't mean it has to stop you from doing it.
Yes.
So a lot of people, they're thinking, oh, I don't have this, I don't have the environment, I don't have the money, I don't have this. So I should just back off and
Kasi
lay
wala.
down, yeah, and watch Netflix because they're so sad because they don't have things. Which was for us, we were in an uncomfortable position. We're like, we're not comfortable.
Mhm.
We don't want to continue just working.
Mhm.
And at the same time, we don't have that mentors and we don't have those resources and money and people who will hold our hand and will be like telling us, oh, you do this, you do this,
Don't
you know,
do this.
don't do that. Yeah, like, and we started our first business actually in US and we failed.
Oh.
Yeah, so our story in US was not that glamorous. And that was together with the having our first baby, together with the like having only one job.
Oh, just him.
Yes,
Kasi
just
you're
him because
pregnant
because I quit my job because I could not take care of our baby. So basically, we was starting everything the same time. It was so uncomfortable. It was really like the there was agonizing time like, okay, we don't have enough for payments, we don't have enough for, but they did not stop us.
Okay.
So that uncomfortable stage in US, it actually did happen. And I don't want to say like, oh, our success was really fun. It was not. Like there was a very difficult times. I cannot say like we were like kind of desperate, There was not like this something, like a lot of people have a really stories that you can cry and everything. In our position, we were like, okay, how long we're gonna do that until we succeed? We didn't know how long. So, but it keep us going. And in US, we started actually real estate business. He tried day
Yeah.
trading. He
Oh,
failed.
okay.
Real estate, we fail. So
Dami.
basically, ang dami ng pera ng
Nawawala.
was going out
Mm-mm.
to sustain somehow the wholesale business during the recession. We have to work to sustain it.
So you
Yeah,
got
and then
employed again.
I come back to work, so we both working just to sustain the business. And that's the time I said to Eric, okay, let's go. Let's try living in the Philippines because at least here we're gonna have help with our baby.
You're not totally on your own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo.
So when we came to the Philippines, the story was not also the first year was really, really hard.
Starting things.
Yeah. And the tourist farm actually was not planned.
So
That business was something that we didn't expect. I started modeling and Eric started with real estate. And for
Yes.
1 year, we didn't have any success. Zero
No,
success.
actually, we got wiped out. So, parang, ano bang gagawin natin? We failed in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So, do we need to move
Come
back
back.
against America?
Exactly. Sa
Pero
US.
it's embarrassing, di ba? Kumbaga, nasa States ka, tapos bumalik ka dito, sasabihan ka
Oo.
ng tito mo na, you're not gonna succeed. So, ibig sabihin, tanggapin mo na na, you're a failure. Yeah, so, pero one of the option
Yeah.
is to
Borrow
borrow money
money.
from my mom or yun nga, move back.
Pero can I talk about that time, the hardest time? What helped us that time not to become negative, not going towards like, oh, let's go just to work. That's it. I felt total surrender. Total surrender to God, like, God, okay. And thankfulness and gratefulness for little things. Like for example, you have a coffee today. You be thankful, You wake up today, like instead of being ungrateful and complain like, oh, I'm in a foreign country, I have no friends.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm realizing.
Yeah, and I was learning
You're
Tagalog at the same
Yes.
time. And I didn't have too much friends, so basically, before this part of the Cavite, the closest coffee shop is the Tagaytay.
Which is how many?
Well, it's like
close
1 hour. Yeah. So imagine how like it was so. This whole thing was different before. It's just the talahib,
Grass.
goats, cows, you know.
It's a farm.
It's a farm, a real farm. So that point was very also uncomfortable, but I felt a total surrender because I said like, okay, God, it's up to you. I'm here. I did my best. You know, we did our best in every single thing. You know, once you're in that kind of position, you're growing a business or something. You do your best, but at the same time, be grateful for little things. Don't forget for like being thankful that you are wake up in the morning. You can do something. You can start all over. You try many things, and that's the time when we started vlogging.
2012,
I know.
actually.
I started because I was singing Tagalog songs. So basically, I was not a vlogger that time. Will Daswich, my friend who started the vlogging thing. But I started like, I was singing Tagalog songs and that become better and better. So we didn't make money there. But the fame, when we sing with David D. Museo, that's the time kind of helped us out.
Yeah, so nag-struggle siya sa modeling, wala kaming makuhang gig niya.
Gig, yeah.
And I cannot close any deals. So for being a real estate broker, I thought it would be easy for me kasi sabi ko, I'm in my land now.
Kasi
Kung
in
hindi
the
ako-
US,
Yes.
Ang hirap.
Oo.
Yes, American market. Well, dito, this is my people na mas madaling makipag-communicate.
Hindi.
And it didn't happen. So, so talagang, yeah, yun nga lang. We're very lucky that ABS-CBN called us and mag-audition daw kami sa Bet on Your Baby and we won the 1 million peso. So,
Yeah.
nakakala namin is just for
exposure.
exposure of Anna. I took it because for the exposure,
okay.
not for the
Then
winning.
yung page, was it like that?
Yes, after we won the 1 million peso, parang my modeling career went up.
Okay.
So then he started,
Exposure na.
yeah, that's
And my
the time real estate.
start closing. So, actually, doon na nagsimula ang Torres Farm. I closed a big land in Batangas na owned by family and yung 1/9 nun, nilagay nila dito sa Torres Farm.
Yeah,
It's not for Torres Farm. Actually, for a swimming pool and a 8-room accommodation.
just for them.
For
Yeah,
the family. Kasi umuwi from America, walang matitigilan, nasiksikan sa bayan. So, nagpagawa ng bahay para pagdating nila every Christmas, may titigilan sila.
I have a question. With that 1 million, was it invested here?
No,
Or
not at
in a
all.
different business?
No, it's gone right away. Actually, it's gone
No,
because
we paid for the car. The only thing we
paid for
had
the
is car. The only
and
thing we had is car.
Actually,
And we paid for it.
no, actually that 20% we give it to our employees.
Yeah.
So
We
yung,
shared with
shared,
them.
Oh, we want that way. So we start giving everyone like may mga katulong. So they're so happy. Pero ang bilis for within 3 months it's gone that 1 million. Pero nandun yun yung parang first drop of the rain.
Oo.
Oh.
Yung ambon na yun.
Yeah.
Tapos biglang when it rained, it pours.
It started pouring.
So,
Wow.
sunod-sunod. I start closing real estate deals with family-owned naman siya. So,
Now it's easier.
oo. Then I have a very small office. I'm doing okay with the real estate. Then, nung ginawa namin ni Anna, let's open our pool like publicly kasi wala naman nagsiswimming.
They left to US. So basically, no one's natigil sa Torres Farm because they are like already in US.
Yes, oo. So, nung inopen namin, sabi ko, I will close my real estate office and focus here.
Wow.
So, balik ulit ako sa so I make 5,000 a month, 7,000 a month. So,
Yeah.
it's increasing.
With the 3 employees. Basically, we had 3 employees. One who can clean up the bed, one who can garden a bit, and clean the pool. So, and then the rest, Eric was doing. I was in the modeling that time. I didn't help him the first year. So, he was...
So, I'm the gardener, I'm the pool boy, I'm the manager, I'm the...
Ang payat niya that time
Yeah.
because nagising siya mga 5 o'clock in the morning because the pool will react.
Yes, I need to clean up the pool
The pool will turn
to green.
brown or green. It depends on what.
So, I need to...
Because
To
we
start-
don't know how to maintain the pool.
Yes.
Like, it was really hard. You know, a lot of people think that the resort is actually easy. It's hard because there's a lot of things that you don't expect. Like, oh, you don't have a training. Or how do you clean the pool?
Exactly. That's hard.
You don't
It's
have a
hard
training.
if you don't know anything about
Zero.
Maintenance,
running a resort.
running a resort.
What's interesting is it's it's here.
It's here. Yeah, it's possible.
Nung nagtutour tayo, tapos sabi ko, it's so hard to imagine how you started so small. And then it's now this. Parang, wow, I just want to really take this moment and give them a picture, no? Like the people who are doubting, the people who are... There's kasi two kinds of doubt, diba? The doubt that you give yourself. And then the doubt that you're hearing from others.
Yes.
Paano ba yun? Paano ba yung... You haven't seen this happening. You did not see this.
Yes,
Tama, no?
Not
yes,
at all.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Never
yes.
happened that I will have a resort business.
What do you think that you have in you?
I think for me, the turning point when I realized that once you have a business, it's not a position anymore. It's not something that like, oh, it's your salary, it's your no. Once you have a business, you have to know so many different levels, but at the same time, you need to take care of your people. Take care of your people in terms of they're trusting you, right? They're trusting you because they're coming to you to work. So they're trusting you. Number one, listen to them. Number one. And number two, you try to make their life different, better. Change something. So don't go for just the stereotypes, how the others do that or how your father or someone do it. Try to make it better. You learn, and very important here, you invest into yourself. As a leader, invest into yourself because you will need it. There will be questions that you don't know the answers. So how do you navigate? How do you turn, for example, something bad's happening to opportunity? And the business is actually you solving someone else's problem, right?
Yeah.
So once you have a problem, you solve it. It's a business, For me, the realization that actually all the problems in the world is just our opportunity to fix them. Why we're here on earth is actually to be the stewards. Yeah, we're stewards for the land. So I felt like me and Eric, we were the stewards of Torres Farm. As stewards, like, okay, we live here. Let's give it back, something that we can give back to the people who live here, who can work, to his parents and to his tito and titas. They are the owners of the land, Torres. That's why it's Torres. So let's do something with the idle land, and turn it into opportunity for others to rest, the same time for opportunity for others to work. And, let's just find a good flair for this way of...
What I'm picking up from that is kasi people are afraid to start a business because it might fail.
Yeah.
And baliktad pala, parang when you now have people under your care, it becomes your motivation as well. Na parang, I have to do better because there are people under me now. And it's just one person. It's a family that's under them within the organization as well. So that's parang, wow, if you want to start a business, that's gonna be one of the motivations as well. What do you have?
Yeah, sa akin naman, siguro, it's not that I love, but it challenged me every time a person doubt me. Yun yung nagpo-fuel lagi sa akin.
Really?
So I don't mind people doubting me. I experience it to different business and I prove them wrong all the time. Siguro kung wala yon, baka wala yung fire.
Oo.
So usually it became my advantage when someone say, you cannot do that. There's nothing like that in the Philippines. Something like that. Parang kasi ako more on ano ba yung wala sa bansa natin? For example, building a tourist farm. What can we separate us from different resorts? Is putting something na wala sila.
Yeah.
And that's like putting a replica of around the world. So yun. So I want to create something na wala pa, and that's the people that, you cannot do that. You won't make it, and I love it. Every time someone say you cannot do it, yeah. So siguro that's the person I am na. I'm so positive. I make those negative to positive. Instead of pag sinabi nilang hindi mo magkakaya, oo nga no, baka hindi ko talaga kaya kasi hindi pa nangyayaring ng ganon. Pag ganun ang mindset ko, that's it. I will be just a regular
Person.
guy, a regular person.
Were you able to reflect why you think like that? Or wala,
No.
DNA na talaga siya?
Siguro, sa DNA ko kasi like before, like when I was in high school, or like, I wanna have like a beautiful wife. Alam mo yun, yung parang ganon, yung parang,
Baliksak.
I don't go for an average or a
Average, oo.
normal. I will try to look for something na sasabihin lang hindi ko kaya. You're an average guy. You cannot get like a girl way prettier. Alam mo yung ganon. And I love that. I love that kind of challenges. So, at first, no, I asked her out. Hindi naman agad right away. She's, okay, let's go out. I will put so much effort until she say yes. So, ganun lahat ang inaano ko sa all the business that I start. I'll put effort on it and hoping.
Parang you want something. You're so positive about
Yes.
it. But you're also willing to put in the work.
Yes,
Yes,
of course.
oo.
Yes.
Kasi hindi pwedeng
Hindi naman pwedeng
gusto ko pero wala ka
and you will get it right away. No way. Kasi since this one is parang impossible to get, you need to put so much extra effort to get that impossible thing.
You're willing to put in the work.
Yes,
You're
oo.
willing to put in the work.
Kasi hindi average tong gusto kong kuhanin.
Kailangan mas extra.
Mas extra kasi it will be mas harder tong gusto kong makuha.
Wow.
For me, because when I started here, like
Here.
yeah,
Hawaiian.
like with the blender and the tent,
This is
I
your
had a paralysis. Honestly, I understand what other people think.
Huh?
I understand what they think. Paralysis. It means like you thinking you wanna start, but you're thinking, what if it fails? Like I know it. I know how they feel. I helped Eric here in resort. I had this kind of ability. Like I helped him with things that he doesn't want to micromanage. So I was there. But when it came to the point, okay, we need the food in the resort.
Okay.
We didn't have food, so all our complaints were about why do we have to deliver Jollibee? Like all the customers. So we get to the point. I think it was like a third year. We survived 2 years with no food here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we were like, okay, it's time.
It's time.
So I happened model for a culinary school. So I went to culinary school and I just offered them, can I be a scholar? Yeah, I was that, like I needed that kind of understanding what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna put a restaurant, so I need to know what's the kitchen like, And billing, I was working sa US, we were working both in the restaurant. We know how hard is the operation of the restaurant.
But now, it all comes full circle. Like,
Yes.
that experience prepared you
Prepared,
for it. Oh
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like if I didn't become a waiter, I
Yeah.
will not be like
He
I
has
will not
no
be like this
idea.
person.
Yeah.
The hospitality.
The hospitality.
But also the technicalities.
Yes.
Yes.
Honestly speaking, I feel like every single person in life has to have a waitering experience. Because the waitering experience, number one, teaching you how to communicate. Number two,
Listening.
teaching you how to multitask and being very fast. Because if you are not fast, you're not gonna get tips. You're not gonna get good service. So basically, you're gonna be fired. So it teaches you, on the spot. It teaches you very, very important skills that you're actually gonna use it in other jobs. Like as a leader, you need to have this. You need to know how to connect to your people. So you need to know how to communicate. So being a waiter is for me, and I think for him, he's 11 years.
With you.
With me, I was only maybe a year.
A year.
A year only. But it was a challenge. And imagine I was a manager and then I become a waiter. Because I was a manager in a different kind of, so it's a retail store. And then I quit and I was already a server. And I loved it. I loved it, how challenging it was. It was so challenging. There was no even one day that I did not get a challenge. I was like,
Everything was just
that job
challenging.
is a challenging, yeah.
I believe we're short on time, so we'll
Yeah.
have fast talk. Fast talk.
Yes.
One sentence each
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
What I love the most with my life right now is blank.
Wow.
Hirap
That takes another hour to think.
Okay, one
Yeah.
sentence only.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
The thing that I love the most on my life actually is my family. Yeah. So I can lose everything. Like the family is just, it makes me more, parang nagiging more aggressive ako because I have this kind of family. So I want to give them everything.
Oh.
Kaya, yun yung parang nagiging number one strength ko. That's why I keep moving, and building stuff.
Okay, what I like the most about my life is my relationship with God, my family, my freedom, and my siguro ability to
Dami naman.
Package.
Yes.
step by step
Buti
siya.
siya combo.
And my ability to have a choice on what I'm gonna do today. You know, I think that's a, there's one thing that business can give that other things cannot give is your freedom. Because you can plan your day, you can have a choice,
Say yes,
and
say no.
yes, and I loved it, and I think that what gives me a lot of energy every single day to keep on going and keep on giving more value to myself and to others.
What's your last message to people who are planning to start something?
There'll be a lot of naysayers in the world. Kumbaga, it can be your family, it can be your friends.
Whether nasa Pinas ka or US?
Yeah, laging may magsasabing you cannot do it. So, it's up to you how you gonna react. And I believe if you react on the right way, that will make the difference.
You can
So-
control how you react, not how the other people react.
Yes.
For me, there's only two suggestions for all those who has idea but they are not yet starting. Number one, don't risk too much money. Start small.
Start small.
Start
Don't risk
small.
too much money.
Yeah, because once you risking too much money, that's where the paralysis starts. Okay. And another one, just start.
Just
Yeah, you don't have to be great. Like me and Eric, we are very, 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 very far from being great when we started. You learn and you adjust on the way. You're gonna figure it out. Put your time into right things, practice, and just 30 minutes self-development a day, you're gonna get there. Kami kasi we're YouTubers, so we get so many bashers every single day.
you still get bashed.
Yeah, of course, especially me.
Yeah, especially
having a beautiful wife.
Yeah. No, even me. I was singing before. Can you imagine? I'm singing Tagalog songs in the Philippines, and I'm Russian. So I still remember my one comment from one fellow Russian.
Oh.
She doesn't know how to sing. That hurts. When you hear it from the Filipino, okay, that's fine. But when you hear it from your
Kababayan.
kababayan, you like, wow, that hurts. Oh nga, no, I don't know how to sing.
But you're just living your life. That's what I love
Yeah.
about your vlog. You're just living your
Yeah,
life. You're documenting everything.
Wow,
Just sharing it with people.
Mhm.
We're short on time, but we're gonna see them because we're together in the Truly Rich Club. So
Yes.
just
Mhm.
if you remember or if you're following our page, you'll see and hear a lot from them
Yeah.
as well.
Yes.
Please invite them to Torres Farm so they can have this chit chat
Yeah,
with you.
we here in
Yes.
Hawaiian Cafe every day.
My schedule here is 10:30 till 12 o'clock. I sit here every single day. That's also what I want to like what yung kanina, anong gusto mo sa buhay? I can sit here whenever I want and till what time I wanna to finish. So that's the freedom of being a businessman. And yeah, so we're inviting everyone here in Torres Farm Resort where you can do around the world in just
Yeah.
one day.
And if you have more questions, you can come over here around 9 to 10 and ask Eric directly.
Yes, yes.
So,
This is
yeah, we have a Facebook page, Torres Farm Resort. You can inquire what's our rate, and we have swimming pools here, room accommodation. Yeah, so your kids will love it because we're the happiest place in Cavite.
Yes.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank you,
so
Grace,
much.
Thank you so
for
much.
having us and for visiting Torres Farm and Resort.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. We hope that you're able to be inspired by that awesome story. There's a lot to unpack. That's why we're gonna cut it short, and you should go here.
Yes.
See you.
See you. Thank you.
Ah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, that's what I didn't say. The failure is actually part of success.
Failure is part of it.
So when you're afraid to fail, it's just basically you're afraid of success.
When you're
Yeah. Because like think about it, when you're gonna start something, you're gonna fail a bit. You're gonna fail a lot. You're gonna fail a lot. But you learn. You learn from that.